Alright, thank you, sir, for giving me your badge, Mr. Ford A. I believe that stands for Arthur, if I remember correctly from your application. You're security director from the Boneworks project. That's very impressive. Let me jot that down here. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Oh, hey, everyone. Don't mind me, the Headless Horseman over here. I just took my head off so nobody could see my face, 'cause I like to stay anonymous. I'm actually in the middle of a job interview. We put out an application for an IT job to help improve the mic quality and stuff of my videos. Mr. Arthur Ford here is one of the most bestest and applicable candidates that we've had all day, and I think he'll fit in nicely, so I'm just going to continue explaining to him what I'm going to do. Just pretend like the camera's not there, Mr. Ford. It's great to have you on the team. You're pretty much hired from this point. But in that room over there, which the camera can't see, there's a room over there. But in that room, there's my current setup. And it's not too bad. It's alright. It's a small room. I have a microphone set up and stuff. But I want you to go in there. I want you to give me some reviews. Tell me what you think. Test it out. Spin everything. I wrote my password down on a sticky note in there so you can access the computer, change everything you need. Alright, so let's go to that room, and we're going to get you started on your job today. You're going to get paid $13 an hour here, sonny. Alright, so this is my room here. This is where I do all my recording. Don't ignore these. These aren't real. These are actually some of the microphones that I use to decorate the walls. Wink. Ignore that. There's nobody over there. See? It's just a whiteboard. It's of my upload schedule once a week. It's also about anime. You don't actually look at that too closely. Anyway, this is my current setup. It's about just right. A couple extra fans here. This is about the sound quality. Extra chipset, whatever I'm looking at. Mr. Stress Level 0 Monkey and a Black Skull. This is about what I do, and so I'll sit here. You know, sometimes I just push the chair back and I stand, and I talk into my VR headset. You know, I play. Now this here is a microphone on the back. Actually, I'm gonna try something. You know, you just gave me a great idea being here. I'm gonna put it on the front to better capture audio. So I want you to run a couple simulation setups and do whatever you need in here to make my videos better and get me more subscribers. Comprende? Good. So I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so what that guy doesn't know is that room is actually filled with explosives, which I have the... Oh, I don't want to actually set them off. Which I have the detonator right here. And the only way he's getting out of this is... He's not actually getting out of this, I just made that up. So, let me just quickly ask him real quick. Getting along alright in here? Yes, good. Get started, thank you. Alright, so... Let me get to a safe location. Come on now, there we go. You ready? That's so loud! Oh my god! Gee, that was loud. You can't hear it that well in my headset? No. Here's a revolver. You can't hear it in my headset that well because I have the audio set to spin. But in here, that was loud, my dude. Alright. Oh. You know what? He actually didn't fare too badly from being surrounded by 8 pipe bombs. It's alright. He can have an open casket funeral. That's kind of surprising. And also disappointing, but... Whatever happens, I guess. Real quickly before the video starts, I just want to say thank you to the 1,000 people-ish, more than that now, who watched the grocery store employee does a stabbing video by me on Blade and Sorcery commentary. Thank you all much for that support. I got tons of positive comments, I got likes, you know, and all that happened while I was working, so see all these subscribers and people commenting, like, I was so happy that day. You'll never see me that happy at work again. But for real though, my subscriber count tripled. It went from 17 to 54, and you know, my birthday at the time of recording this is in a few days, and you know, I think a great present would be 100 subscribers, or even 1,000 if you guys really love me. I'm not guilting you though, I'm just saying it'd be nice. I don't want to pressure you. It's optional, but it's free, so... this is the part of the video where I tell you to subscribe, even though it sounds like a guilt trip. I don't want it to be, but we're shooting for 100,000 by Christmas. We're setting big goals. If we miss big, we go down big, so on and so forth. But I'm being ambitious, you know. You set small goals, you'll hit them. Oh, I want to get to 50 subscribers. I already did it. Done. I spoke it out loud. I did it. Now, I want 100,000. I want 1 million. I want 10 million. We're going big, boys. We're going big. We're going home. We're going big. And you know what? Screw that. We're going big, but we're not going home. We're going big, and we're going better. And we're going to be big. I'm saying the word big a lot, and I feel like that's just a terrible, dirty connotation to it. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys for your support. I appreciate it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm VR Player here today. The VR Player, even. We're giving myself a title. And today we're back, and I can't say we're back in Bone Lab. We are in Bone Lab's older brother or sister. We're not allowed to assume genders anymore. It's 2024. But do what I am allowed? I'm allowed to post videos of me mercilessly slaughtering innocent people. Well, they are trying to cry. It's self-defense, America, okay? Don't get mad. Anyways, we're getting off track already. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a commentary video in Boneworks today, because you know what, this is a great, fantastic game. There would be no Bone Lab without the works, and there would be no works without the stress levels of your team. So thank you guys for making my channel possible. So I got a few mods installed today, but the best part about Boneworks compared to Bone Lab, for me anyways, because not everybody has this problem, or maybe they do, maybe Melon Loader sucks, but the best part is code mods. We got code mods. That pipe bomb at introduction, it's a code mod. Spider-Man, code mod. It's different, but it's basically the same. So code mods are enabled. I've got them working. I lost my pistol already. Sadness. So I'm just doing a commentary episode, because quite frankly, there's actually been a little bit to talk about, which is nice, because it's always good filming content while you have a content plan. So first, I'm gonna do a quick update on my what I'm going to try and do for future videos. Anyways, I recently built a new computer, which is pretty good. It's much better than my old one. It looks, even on the aesthetics, it's like 100 times better than my old one. I am actually in love with it. It sits right here. I'm actually pointing at it right now, but you can't see that. I'm absolutely in love with this device. I built it myself, and I built it over this recent weekend, as of recording this anyway. It's different than when you're probably seeing this video. But I built it over that weekend, starting on, well, we actually had a long weekend because of the Hurricane Helene. And that is going to that's going to segue nicely into the next topic of my commentary, is actually the hurricane. So, in case you don't know, or if you live under a rock or something like that, there was a nice Category 4 hurricane approaching the, I went over it. Approaching our state, and by our state I mean our Florida residents' states. If you live in like California or Oregon or Idaho or something, you're not gonna, you know, feel the effects of this hurricane specifically. Not to say you won't get one in the future, except for maybe Idaho. I'm pretty sure you guys are relatively landlocked. But not entirely. Whatever, it's not a geography lesson. So there's this nice Category 4 hurricane approaching from the Atlantic, or no, Gulf of Mexico side of Florida from the south, so southern Gulf area. And, you know, this lovely tropical cyclone was coming in, and we you know, it's hurricane season out here, so we're all watching the weather every night, getting ready. So sinking. Die, please, thank you. And we were all watching whether or not this was going to become a big threat, and lo and behold, a few nights ago, it turned into a Category 4. You get out of my face. Turned into a Category 4, and that's what it was going to make landfall as, Category 4. So Category 4s. Okay, first let's actually landfall is when the hurricane, the center, not all the outer stuff, goes over land. The midpoint of the eye goes over land. So this could be the eye, and all this is over land, but it's not making landfall. But as soon as that center point crosses, it's making landfall. And it makes landfall as a Category 4 in the Big Bend of Florida. It's wasting a lot of breath. I'm just using. So, before then, it like ravaged that whole, west coast of Florida there, including a nice town that's not too far from me, but the closest one that they talked about on the news to me. It's not too close, but it's not too far, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give too many descriptors, but I'll tell you the name of the city. Crystal River got pretty destroyed here, and so did a lot of other places. This was a bad hurricane, one of the worst we've had. How? What are you doing here? So it was pretty bad. There was like 10 feet of storm surge and stuff. So it was just not a good time for a lot of people. For me, it was actually pretty okay. We got school canceled. I didn't even lose power. And considering how close we were to Crystal River, oh god, I'm giving away my location. I'm gonna get stalked. I'm gonna have people standing outside my house. But considering how close we were, we got tremendously lucky. And I know there's people who weren't that lucky, and I'm sorry. Because there's potential loss of life over the storm. Please leave me alone while I talk about this tragic topic. I don't want to joke about people losing their homes and all that, because it's quite a serious topic. And I'm sorry for those people that did happen to. I hope everything works out for you. Using a lot of air talking about this topic. But we did get lucky, and it was over that time that I built this lovely computer. So, that worked out pretty well. Oh, I have to ring the bell, I guess. It was just a long weekend, knowing that the damage that was being done out there, knowing how much people were getting hurt by this, and knowing that you really can't do anything except stay off the roads and keep it clear for the people who actually can do something. So, it was a relatively calm weekend. Luckily, none of our families, my family anyway, got, destroyed by the storm, so that's always a blessing. That did nothing, die. Perish immediately. I said perish. I broke the box. I love this little snub nose revolver. It's one of the best mods I've ever played with. It's not as good as some of the Bone Lab revolvers because of the way you have to open and close it. You have to do it differently. But a few interesting things happened over this period of time. One being my debit card got permanently blocked, or the only way to get it unblocked is to go get an entirely new debit card, which is a pain because, okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. So we're at this point in the story. We're actually going to split off into a little side road and backtrack. So I was building my computer, and before I, realized, so I'm kind of an idiot. Alright, it's my first time building a computer, such blah. I don't need you judging me, okay? I don't have to explain any of this to you. But anyways, I needed to buy a new copy of Windows for my computer, which actually turns out I didn't need. And I couldn't buy one from, Hookies or one of the Whip-Off sites because I tried to use my card. So, my mom owed me money she borrowed it from me at one point, so she was helping me buy some of the parts for my computer. Because I didn't need all of them, I just needed a few things. I already had some of them. I could salvage a lot from my old computer. But I wanted to buy a new copy of Windows, which turns out I didn't really need to do all that much. So I actually wasted $140 of my mom's money. We don't need to talk about that because she'd kill me if she found that out. If she ever, I don't plan on telling my parents about my YouTube channel until either A, they find out somehow with themselves, or until I get to 100,000 subscribers. So, get me to 100K and I'll pay back my mom. I could probably do it sooner, to be fair, but I don't know. I don't want to tell her that I wasted her money. It was unintentional, okay? I tried to use my money. I used my card. I put it in, but it got declined 3 times. I tried it on the Hookie site, and I also tried it on the Microsoft, the official download. And neither time did it work. So I got owned. Die. So it got declined, and I asked my mom, okay, can you please do it for me? Because it's just not working, and I really need this to get my computer going and finished. And she said, fine, I'll do it because you're such a good boy and you're my favorite son, even though that last part's a lot. I have to keep exhaling because I talk a lot. Alright, this is going to be easy. Watch this. So, she paid for the Windows and I got it installed and everything was, well, I just needed the key. I didn't need the official. I could install it fine. I just needed the official product key. And this is all in very slow motion. And I got it installed, everything worked out. My computer works great right now. I got all the nice RGB fans moving up and doing their thing. But the point of that, besides that, I wasted her money. And she's never going to find that out unless I can actually pay her back that money. Which I can't with my YouTube money because I made none. So, I'm going to guilt trip you real quick. Subscribe to help me pay back my mom. Because that's a good thing, right? People subscribe to hear good things like that. I'm going to guilt you into giving me subscribers. Master plan. So my debit card got permanently canceled, and I got a call from my bank saying, hey, did you make these purchases? And I verified. It said it was tried 10 times, which isn't true. So I verified the ones I did and said no to the rest that weren't mine. And I also said that I still had my card. It was in my possession, not the hands of some homeless hobo or something. And do you know what they did? They permanently canceled it. It ruined. I can't get a new one. I just realized I forgot to change the camera mode so that you guys have a decent viewing experience. Crap. So I have to go get a new one. I almost started screaming at that poor Indian customer service manager. Well, I don't even know if it was the manager, but just the customer service personnel, and I almost ruined his whole life. Aside from that, everything's going okay. School got canceled because of the hurricane, which is kind of good, but at the same time, I'd rather people be okay and have school, then school get canceled while people's lives are ruined. So, but the hurricane, so the store that I work at, in case you didn't figure it out from my other video, the store that I work at, it was the only one that was open of its other counterparts in the same county. Ours was the only one that was open, which meant we got a lot. I mean, the day before the hurricane hit, there were so many customers. I mean, I was doing, so the max amount of rounds you're supposed to, or carts you're supposed to bring in at one time is 5. I was doing rounds of 7, 8, and I was doing those back to back all day. And you know what? It made not an ounce of difference. I mean, not even a little bit. Not even, it was the most horrible day. My God, just got my throat slashed. It was the most horrible carts I've ever had to do. It's good cardio, but man, it was pain. But the day of the hurricane, the store was so quiet. I was working until 9:30 that day, and I got to go home early because they didn't need me. It was that quiet. We were getting like one customer every 10 minutes. I went to go home at 7. It was fantastic. This guy deserves to die for no reason in particular. Just I have decreed it. Okay, you need to leave. Back against the wall. Up against the wall. We're doing this execution style. Down, down. This is police. I actually have to be at work pretty soon, so I might have to kill this video. I'm not sure how long I've been recording for. Let me check. Where does it say? Okay, 20 minutes. That shouldn't do bad. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to tell you guys to subscribe once again, despite that part at the beginning where I guilt-tripped you. Subscribe because it makes me feel good. Subscribe so I can pay back my mom for the Windows key. Subscribe because you like me. How about that? That's a good reason, right? Right? Please? Get it out of here. I'm doing a heartfelt subscribe message to my fans. So I'm gonna kill the video here. Thanks for watching. If you made it to this point, I appreciate it. If you didn't, what are you doing? And have a good day.